G'day guys, Flint here from Backyard Blasters. Welcome back to today's video. I've got something really cool with me here in today's video. It is a double barrel shotgun, basically a double barrel Nerf shotgun. Just wish Nerf guns were made a bit like this, or I wish if Nerf made a line of toy guns that were based on, you know, looking like real guns, like, you know, they could still be colored, but just to have them looking like, you know, based off real firearms would be cool, because that's exactly what this is. For the most part, there are some bits that obviously you wouldn't see on a real shotgun like this, but yeah, it's cool because it will shoot Nerf darts. Got shells, 2 shells here, and the foam bullets are actually in there. A bit shorter than a normal Nerf dart. You got the 2 shells. It does actually come with a few more. So here's the blaster. It says shooting along here. Got a woof on either side. Pretty sure it's a direct plunger. Draw it back from here, and then you just obviously pull the trigger to fire. As you can hear, there is no air restrictors, no safeties, and you've got a selector switch between your barrels, so you can, when it's in the middle, it's just going to fire both at once, or you can shoot the right side or the left side. So that's really cool. That's a neat feature there. No muzzle on the front, like there's no orange tip. It's just all white. Got a rail on the top, which I'm not sure if you could fit Nerf. You might be able to fit Nerf accessories on there. It looks wider than a Picatinny, so I think you could actually put some Nerf accessories on there. I'm not sure what company like made the blaster, what brand it is. It's come out of China, and that's what happens with most of the Chinese, you know, the toy guns that I get hold of that aren't Nerf, that aren't a Nerf brand or a particular brand. Like when they just don't have a name, they're basically just unbranded, and I don't know who's designed them. It'd be so cool if I could, like, if the designers put details like that on there, but I have a feeling maybe they don't, because they've copied parts from Nerf, maybe, whether it's internal, whether it's internal parts that they've copied. So I don't know. Yeah, it's an unbranded one. But yeah, maybe someone in China designed it, or at least I know it's just basically come from China, somewhere in China. So yeah, it's very, very comfortable. It's not, okay, this might be a tad wide. I don't know, it's hard to tell though, because my hands, I don't have necessarily big hands. So it could be, you know, that might just be a personal thing for me. The trigger pull's nice. The release, it's got a release just under here, which is how you break the barrel open. So it's break action, as you can see. Yeah, so that's what that switch is under there. And it's a nice gold color. Color scheme's pretty nice. The brown, it looks a bit more like a maroon. It'd be nice if this was actually brown, but you know, it is what it is. You know, like a wood texture would be cool. If it was wood and then gunmetal, I think that'd be very nice, and a gun metal colored barrel. But yeah, the color scheme, so yeah, it's like a maroon sort of tinge to it. So you have the barrel, the rail under here, which is like where you can grip it, or you can fire it with one hand. It's pretty light, and the balance is pretty nicely balanced, because it's comfortable to hold, because it's got such a long grip there. So it doesn't necessarily, I don't think it would wear your wrist out, you know, if you're using it in a Nerf battle. You've got a sort of something like a rear iron sight. There's no sight on it. It's just a bump, really. Yeah, so some sort of bump here. The firing selector, the barrel, the brake release, the barrel release, the button to break the barrel, the trigger guard, and then the plunger, or your priming bar, priming handle. The draw is decent. Yeah, it's quite a good length of draw. you just wouldn't want to you just want to make sure that doesn't get caught on anything. So you probably don't want to have like a lanyard hanging off this, because it could get caught in the drawer, it could get caught on that. So yeah, I don't think there's any air restrictors in here at all. I might take it apart one day and see what the internals are like. On the other side, quite a few screw ports. There's text on both sides, which is nice. It's a solid plastic. It's not bad at all. Like, the plastic's nice. Doesn't feel cheap. My only concern in terms of like weak points would be that eventually over time you might get more of a gap between there, just from wear and tear. It's hard to say. Like, that would be the only you just want to make sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's kind of, if I had to pick a weak point, it would be, yeah, making sure that you never put that under too much strain when it's closed. It's a decent catch there though. You wouldn't want to suddenly just pull it down without pushing the button. So as long as you didn't do that, I think it would be reliable enough and shouldn't fall apart or anything. There's like a rubber there where the air comes out of. Yeah, basically the shells just go in here. If I do it hard enough, no, it's not gonna. There we go. And shoot both at once. And then when you open it up, boom. That is sweet. So it just got spring-loaded ejection. Yeah, this would be awesome for cosplay as well. And shooting performance is not bad. It's not bad. So I think that is pretty much the blaster. Yeah, it's cool. I'd like to use it at a Nerf war. If I was taking it to a Nerf war, I'd probably just put some high-vis tape around the front barrels, and I should be safe enough. That's my review of this double barrel Nerf shotgun. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.